ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To get it in gear, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job.
Everything you want. They'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. An explosive play in the run.
Damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He'll throw it. They're working that left side.
It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Pick up. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the tier. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. So in this one, it's little brother playing like big brother and flexing their muscles as Michigan State will take the Paul Bunyan Trophy back to the banks of the Red Cedar. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
He caught it! Touchdown Gamecocks! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times
The defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes the heat. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Touchdown Tide! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Dances away. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. First points of the day are on the board.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And goal. The option look. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks it up, still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked.
But they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
The incomplete and time has run out on this game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest.
It keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Irish! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He's helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Midshipmen! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down,
hang on, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Headed to the end zone, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
It's inside, 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover. Take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Arkansas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
To the ground with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can.
Preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's taking the deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Wan. looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Memphis! And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right.
Tight end now in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Touchdown, Memphis! Fitted in the window for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your youth.
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. First down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping it.
Single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation.
Turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Kansas State! Great job by the back on the option. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Page. They go to the ground. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable.
They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game.
Wildcats moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched his way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Sack. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got it down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After giving up the safety, tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself.
Take them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll set up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Stone. Turning on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, Red Raiders. And the route is on. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The tap, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone. finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Touchdown, Red Raider! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues.
The 30-yard line. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Rice Owls, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right?
They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Offense working from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Missouri! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just...
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois, the home of the Fighting Illini. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Illinois Fighting Illini. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here.
Finds an open target on the left side. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long.
It's their own end zone. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Illinois.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already...
After the loss, 2nd down and 15. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State. A crucial pick 6. And the defense gets above, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
Like about this, crucial play coming up. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
He's kicker in a very big spot here. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Makes it look easy. One-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. This could be the game here. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. And the quarterback just takes a knee. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports.